It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Next on Madden NFL 25.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And we're underway here in South Philly. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. Inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This from 30 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick. This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. In motion, Lamb. On third down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. Room to run at the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Cowboys. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Man in motion is Smith. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. Hurts. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll turn and hand this one off. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
That's complete left side to Pickens. He is in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Down the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Running from the pistol with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So after 1, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and a yard. Man in motion is Smith. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he'll be taken down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Here's Barkley. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On second down, Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are in the lead by the score of 13-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. Prescott. He runs with it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So there's a fine line, Mike, between giving your wide receivers every chance they can to get open downfield, but at the same time, you can't stress your protection. I think he does a nice job in this case understanding that balance. He escapes the pocket, turns into a runner, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. And let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Off he goes. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
On 1st down, it is Williams. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Prescott now. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now Hurts on 4th down. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Hurts working in the pistol. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time, and it'll bring up second down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now give on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And I think after that last sack, we're going to see a little bit of a change in strategy by the offensive coordinator. He decided to go empty. There's no one in the backfield to help with the offensive line, pick up blitzes, and even if you have some opportunities downfield, you got to protect the quarterback first.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. There's Ferguson, the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Prescott. This is intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Prescott on first down. That is caught downfield by Pickens. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan, turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. on the ground. This is Williams. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Back to throw is Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Dak. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield. Usually the spot that tells us hold it. Here's Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got it at about the 8, and he's going to be taken down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's Dak to throw. A short throw caught by Ferguson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys are able to cut the deficit to 10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Taking off, and he's across the 40, close to a first down, as the tackle's made at the 41-yard line.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Once again, it's Barkley. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Landon Dickerson, guilty on that one. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man Brown. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. To throw, Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Up the middle they go. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Hurts going to hold on to this one. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still 1st down.
Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. To throw on second down is Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Hurts will try it again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
This a must stop for this defense, facing 3rd and long. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Catch made by Pickens. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. He'll try the right side with Williams. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps him short from picking up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. On first down, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
On second down, Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Saquon. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough, and they convert on 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Barkley. A short pickup to the 38. Second down and 8. Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3. On play action, here's Dak. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he'll be near a 1st down, but he's going to come up about a yard short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the 1st down up to the 45.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Going right sideline and complete. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Avery Williams on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's going to get the 1st down up past the 35-yard line. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Here comes the Eagles punt team. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Dak. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. That's down the field for Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.